What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So the reason I haven't been uploading all weekend is because my Wi-Fi connection has been off, and you guys know that once your Wi-Fi doesn't work, nothing works. So you cannot use your speakers the way you want, you cannot connect to the app, you cannot do anything. So it started working last night, late last night, so I got it up and working again. So today we got test number 5 of the Sonos Era, and that is, we're gonna use the Sonos Era with Sub Mini. And this is not a comparison video, okay? We're gonna start it off with that. This is not a comparison video, we're just gonna do a Sonos Era 300 with the Sub Mini, because I had some comments in my last video that wanted me to do Era 300 versus the Sonos Fives. So we're gonna do a video where we use the Sonos Era 300s with the Sub Mini with music. This is a music, okay, music video. So we're gonna test to have the Era 300 with the Sub Mini, and we're gonna have the Fives with the Sub Mini as well, and see which sounds the best, or not the best, but we're gonna see which one is, we know which one is the winner. Maybe it's an overkill for some people, but you wanted this, some of you viewers wanted this video where I try out the Sonos Era 300 and the Sonos Fives. So let's go. We're gonna try out the same songs. I think the same songs, even though the Sonos Fives doesn't have Dolby Atmos. We're gonna just see how the Sonos Fives, because I haven't tried it out. I rarely use my Sonos Fives for music. I mostly use it for as surround speakers when I watch movies, and they sound amazing when you do that. For some people that's an overkill, but for me, I love it. Sometimes I disconnect them to use them for music. I put one in one side of the room and the other one on the side of the room, and it sounds amazing for music as well. So yeah, let's go. Let's try. We're gonna start it off with Sonos Era 300 with the Sub Mini. You guys saw it in my last video. I got some positive feedback on that. You loved it. So now some of you guys wanted to hear how the Sonos 5 sounds with music. So, but the Sonos 5s, they work differently. I think the best sound from the 5s is one speaker on one side of the room and one speaker on one side of the room, so it fills out the whole space. These work more like how they are set up right now, where they just push out the whatever comes out of it in the front, up, and to the sides. So two different types of speakers, as I said earlier, but we're gonna try it out anyway. So yeah, I got one of my Fives on this side, as you can see, and the one on this side next to the Era 300s. So yeah, let's go. So as you can see, Era 300 to the left and to the right, to the left and to the right. And then we got the Sub Mini. So let's go through the settings. We're gonna use equalizer on +2 like we did on the last video. I like that setting a lot. And the treble on 0. Loudness on. Sub audio on 0. We're gonna use it on 0 as on the 5s as well. And height is gonna be on +4, like we used it in the last video. And spatial audio on, spatial music. So yeah, let's go. First off, we're gonna try out Hans Zimmer again. I really love that soundtrack, especially in Dolby Atmos. Sounds amazing. So let's go. You know what, we're gonna try the soundtrack from Gladiator this time with Hans Zimmer. A different type of song, but Dolby Atmos, so let's go.
I
yeah, that was Hans Zimmer with Now We Are Free from the movie Gladiator. Sounds amazing. So we're gonna try out a more basic song right now, and that is Tiesto with the song Boom. Got some more bass in it. Gonna try out different songs in this video than we did in the last few videos, which was Time and Warren G Regulate. So let's go, let's try out Tiesto with Boom for the next song.
Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom.
And that was Tiesto, Boom. The sub-mini works awesome for music. It's the perfect amount of bass you could get between the sub mini and the sub Gen 3. I think the sub Gen 3 is awesome for movies, but when it comes to music, it is a little bit overkill. It's not for everybody, but if you like that perfect amount, I know you can, the sub Gen 3 you can turn it down even more, but you don't buy the sub Gen 3 to have it on -5 or -6. Sub mini on 0, and you can turn it up to +10 if you like, but on 0 it works really good with the Sonos Era 300s. Let's go and connect the Fives and see how they sound with music. Let's go. So I pushed the Fives almost exactly at the same spot as the Era 300s, as you can see. So there's no cheating here, pushing it more forwards. And as always guys, before we continue this video, I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my channel so we can make it grow even bigger, because I don't profit from any of these videos. I do it with real Dolby Atmos music through the Sonos app, with Apple Music, Spotify, or Netflix movies. Whatever you want me to try out, I'll try it, so it can be as authentic as possible for you guys to listen with real Dolby Atmos music, movies, whatever you want. I will try it out. Just put a comment, whatever you want me to try out in my next video. In test 6 we're gonna try out the gaming aspect from the Sonos Era 300. I've been having some comments on that, and we're gonna do that in test number 6. So yeah, let's continue with this video. Test the Fives with the Sub Mini. Let's go. So what we got is 1 5 on the left side, 1 5 on the right side, and the Sub Mini. Let's go through the equalizer. We're gonna have it on +2, the same as we had on the Sonos Era 300. Loudness on. Then we got sub level on 0, like we used it on the Era 300s. Yeah, that's it for the settings. So let's go see how it sounds with Now We Are Free, Hans Zimmer. And that was the Fives with the Sub Mini. Now I wouldn't listen to the Fives this way. I wouldn't position them this way when it comes to music. I would have one on one side of the room and one on the other side of the room, and I would listen to it that way. I don't even think the Fives need a sub, if I'm gonna be honest. If you need that extra bass to it when you're listening to some songs, yeah, the Sub Mini works great with it, but they work great without the sub as well, because they have pretty good bass in them. And when it comes to the loudness, you could hear the difference. I had it on 75, I could even push it up to 85, and it would sound much louder than the Era 300s. But when it comes to filling out that space, that Dolby Atmos type of music or sound, or whatever you want to call it, the Era 300 works perfectly when you put it in this way. I'm gonna try to have it on each side of the room next time I listen to music. Maybe I'll do it, record it for you guys as well. But yeah, let's try it out with a more basic song and see how the Fives perform that way. Let's go. This time I'm not gonna use a Dolby Atmos song. I'm just gonna use a reggaeton song, which I like, which is on Yandel's new album. And we're gonna see how that performs on the Fives. Same settings with the Sub Mini. Let's go.
Aunque la baby es calla, ya
So guys, that was the Sonos Fives with the Sub Mini with reggaeton. Now, my opinion is that the Sonos Era 300 has what, maybe 60 to 70% of the power the Sonos 5 has. I could even push it to 80, 85 on the volume level and it would still sound great. But then it depends on what you as a user are gonna use them for. Are you into that Dolby Atmos music? Or are you just gonna listen to Dolby Atmos music? Then the Sonos Era 300 are great. They're not bad speakers. But if you're looking for an overall type of speaker that you can use in any type of event or party or just sitting at home listening to them, the Sonos Fives nothing come close to the Sonos Fives. And that's my honest opinion. Nothing come close to the Fives yet. The Era 300 almost there, but not quite. So that's why I've been talking about the Sonos Era 500. For those of you guys that had the Sonos Fives, I would suggest you to maybe wait for the Sonos Era 500 and see what they offer and what they got before you jump in the wagon with the Era 300s. But if you're into that Dolby Atmos music for now, the Sonos Era 300, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. So guys, yeah, that's it for test number 5 of the music aspect of this for now. In test number 6, we're gonna try out the gaming aspect of the Era 300s, which many of you have been commenting that you want me to try that out to see how that sounds. And we're gonna try that out in my next video, which is gonna be tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And so yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you liked this video and the test I did. Please put a comment what you think about it and what you think about the Fives if you have them, what you think about the Era 300s if you have both of these setups, what you think are the differences between these two when it comes to music. So in test number 6 we got some gaming to try out. I have some people commenting that they want me to try out some gaming on this channel, on these speakers, not on this channel, but on these speakers, to see how they perform in that 3D audio with the Era 300s. So that's gonna be on test number 6, and that's tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, and I see you all in the next one. Bye.